Hey YouTube, it's Prime13 coming at you with another Transformers video review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the not reissue really, the More Than Meets the Eye Transformers Devastation Target exclusive wheeljack. And again, this is a repaint of that old, I believe it was Earthrise mold. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Earth mode. But we'll take a quick look at the box. We do have that gray, black, and red artwork of Wheeljack there. Do get a little wraparound art. Do got Wheeljack there again on the side. Just got those logos on the top. Legal jargon on the bottom. And then we have our product shots here. And these look sort of CG rendered for this one for some reason. But we do have our screen cap from the game and a little bio. And that's it for the box. And where did I put the instructions? I literally was just holding them. What did I do with them? Here they are. So here we have our lovely instruction booklet. Isn't that nice? So there is that. And here we have Wheeljack in his clean paint job. I don't think the Earthrise version came with his blaster, because mine doesn't have one. It's possible that I just lost it, but I don't think it came with one. I know it came with a little shoulder thingy. I'll just bring him in. But as you can see how the paint job differs. A much, much more pristine shade of white, missing all the battle damage paint. His head is more gray this time around, whereas the previous one was black. Does have a brighter blue for the eyes, and a lot of gray has been replaced with silver on his wings and his accessories. But yeah, overall, just a much cleaner paint job. I do really like the way this one looks a lot better. And we do have the cell shaded windows instead of the dark clear plastic. But again, he does come with his weapon, which is a 5mm port handle, and I do believe it is blast compatible. Yes, it is. You can get your Daka Daka action going on there. And again, he does have his little shoulder missile. It's a little bit shorter than how it was in the animation, but hey, it is what it is. But again, that will plug into either side here on these two ports. But overall, since I haven't actually reviewed this mold, I am going to actually go through all the little nitty-gritty steps. So for articulation, we have head on a ball joint, and it does have a forward and backward hinge for transformation. Arms can go that far up. They do have a bit of a shoulder double hinge to move them around. That is also part of the transformation. Do get a almost you can get a 360 as long as you account for collision. So that's nice as the wing pops up. These are on a rotation, so you can angle them as you so choose. You do have a elbow swivel. Does not go 360 because it locks in for transformation. Do get 90 degrees at the elbow, and we do get a 360 hand swivel, which is nice. His arms are a little bit on the long side, but it's not too bad. We do get a 360 at the waist. We do get that far forward of a kick, and about the same, a little bit less on the back. We do get 90 degree, actually I think a smidge over 90 at the knee. Do get full splits capability. We do have a nice ankle tilt, and there is actually some hinge motion for transformation in the foot, so you can pose the feet a little bit if you so choose. So there is that. But yeah, I think that's about it for the robot mode. So we'll go ahead and move on to transformation. So the first thing we are going to do is we do want to bring his chest down and fold his head away. We're going to pop that back up there. we do want to come over here to his legs and bring them out to the side, and we are going to fold these feet down and then tab them together so that it forms the front of the car. And you do want to make sure to flip this sort of windshield piece up. You want to be mindful of that. It is possible to accidentally pop it off if you're not careful. Fortunately, it is just clipped on, so you can put it back on. Just be careful. Anyway, we're going to bring that down, bring this up, rotate this, and bring that together. And then we'll just go ahead and tab those legs together. And then, actually for this, we want to bring this down and then complete the windshield. Then we are going to rotate this whole assembly around like so. Then for the arms, we're going to use that elbow swivel to bring that forward, and you can sort of see how the lines all groove together. Gonna rotate that hand so that the white part is on the outside, and then we're gonna bring this up on these hinges, and gonna bring the shoulders up like so, and these tabs are gonna go into these shoulder ports for the rocket plugged in like so. And then we can bring this down and bring the arms together to form the rest of that side. And then we will rinse repeat on the other side. Bring this forward, line that up. Just bring that in. Tab everything in. Come on. There we go. Tab that in. Close that up. And then finally we want to take, you can see that these sides have a little bit of a slope down, and this side is sort of flat. So we want to bring the flat sides inward, bring them together, and they will just sort of rest in position, and that forms his spoiler. And there we have Wheeljack in his vehicle mode, and it looks very nice. One thing I did notice is that the actual design for the Earthrise version, I keep wanting to say Earthspark, just show this very briefly, but you can actually see they did an entirely different design for his hood paint. So that's something to note as well. He does have different paint on his hood. As far as his accessories, he has two ports back here and one on the roof. I personally put the little rocket on the back and then the gun on the roof, like so. So there is that. And for comparison, here he is next to his wavemate Devastation Sideswipe. And they are looking really nice with those new paint jobs. Very pristine, very sexy. Really like the way they look with these new paint jobs. So there's that. And for one more deluxe, here we have the recent reissue Beachcomber. So that's how they stack up. But yeah, overall, very happy to have this figure. And again, I do like the mold. The Earthrise one was fine, but man, it looks so much better with this new paint job. Just the white is so much better, and again, no clear plastic, which, considering that these parts are like a transformation joint, that's actually a lot better for him. It matters a lot more on him than it did on Sideswipe, because Sideswipe, his is just kind of this windshield, which really doesn't move that much. So yeah, it's definitely a much bigger deal on Wheeljack here. So very happy to have that. Yeah, otherwise, I think that's about everything I wanted to talk about here. So, yeah, that'll be the end of this review, and this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.